What's going on, family? Ooh, hark, who's at the door?
Kevin returned from his saga with barely a scratch, yet he found no appreciation from his family, especially his father. Despite having Linda on his side, his father was still mad at him for endangering himself and worrying them all, including his pregnant mother. His favorite line, asking how he could be so inconsiderate. He wondered whether Uncle Ben would understand his bravery and initiative better. With his heroic act unrecognized, the young boy waited, frustrated, expecting more punishment. What Kevin had not expected was his parents' reaction. Heartened by his courage, his father was going to teach him the ways of battle, and his mother was far from the frail and always worried housewife she had seemed. A Bergson through and through, she gave him her blessing.
Dude,
and
is the mom gonna battle?
That he temper his courage with
Can
caution.
we play the mom? That'd be fun. She's like the best. She's the ultimate character.
Perhaps Uncle Ben was the happiest of them all. Not only had his nephew held his own in combat,
is Uncle Ben just drinking health
but
potions
had
all
done
the time?
so the weapons he had made for him. Kevin only wished his older brother Mark was there to witness his rise to the family calling.
Alright. Do we unlock Kevin?
Defeated, the Spider King had been removed from the path leading to the halls of Aneadiah. Although the pestering of greedy goblins might still prove dangerous.
Oh, we can deal with
along the way.
goblins.
Uncle Ben was pointing out possible routes forward, speaking of the troubles pilgrims had run into in the lost trenches.
Oh yeah, we could deal with goblins. Maybe. I think we've only faced goblins a little bit. If they're anything like the spiders, look out, goblins. Alright, Kevin is now available in character selection. He has learned the ways of the assassin. Okay, we've unlocked stuff. Doesn't look like any... Oh, story stuff's unlocked.
The past holds both joy and bitterness of time. Sheila could help them, as John said, but Ben could not bring himself to overlook the sting of their past relationship.
Ooh. What story is there? What story are they not telling us? Okay, so we got cool stuff here. We got quite a bit of cash on hand. We could do some upgrading. Not quite Obelisk upgrading yet, but definitely equipment upgrading. Precision increases the critical hit chance. Yeah, I mean, let's put 1 point there. And let's increase our max health. And I think that's where I want to be right now. Alright. Let's do it to it.
Drowned in the blood-soaked muck of these trenches, with a path to the halls of Aneadiah.
Okay, the lost trenches, huh? Do we bring Kevin in on this one? Hey, Kevin. Let's bring a level 0 character into the next world, next level. Sure, why not? Let's test Kevin out. Let's see what Kevin brings to the family here. Assassin. So I mean, it's probably very flowy attacks. Okay, this is looking. Kevin is quick and stealthy. With each hit, he stacks frenzy. The more frenzy he has, the quicker his attacks become. Yeah, press A to continue. Alright. So we get 3 dashes. We need to bring up our frenzy score to really see him prosper here. Goblins and bats and spider. Oh. So they traded out the spiders for goblins. No! I was trying to be fancy. Oh, these are the... I am so bad at these kind of characters. This is it. This is the end of Kevin. Oh, this is the end of Kevin. Kevin, no. No, Kevin. No, no. We won't give in. We'll never surrender. Kevin, you'll make it. Oh my lord. Okay, we gotta... Oh my gosh, we gotta get out of here. We keep getting hung up on stuff. Oh boy. No, Kevin. Okay, Kevin. Kevin. I think we gotta go fight spiders with Kevin a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight spiders with Kevin.
As the conversation turned to the progress of the corruption, Mary was curious to know which village had been attacked this time.
Yes, which?
However, that worry gave way to panic when Lucy entered.
Lucy, what? What news? What news do you have, Lucy?
Poor beasts, all slaughtered. Maybe something had infected them. The corruption was on their doorstep now.
It's here. Yeah. Okay. Kevin. Kevin is going to be demoted to spider hunting for a little bit. Before we move on to the next area, let's just give Kevin a little bit of upgrading. This seems like it seems like, why would we want to do this? Why would we want to go back? But as you saw, like, we could get really overwhelmed with a low level character. And what we don't want to get is outmatched. So what we're going to do is spend a little time making sure Kevin is brought up to speed. We're familiar with this level. We're not familiar with Kevin. Yep. We're still going to be gathering gold, and that's important for us. But I would like to get Kevin up to level 4, so we could get the Sharp Kid for all of the family. So that would... Kevin instructs the rest of the family on where the weakest parts of the enemy are, increasing the family's critical damage. So that would be nice to be able to get for the rest of our family members, even if we're not going to be using Kevin in general. So we're going to do a little leveling in the spider caves with Kevin. And, yeah. So this increases our frenzy. A fan of knives might actually be good. Just to pick up 1 level. Then we're going to do 2 levels in frenzy. It'd be nice to just having fan of knives, so we have an extra attack, especially clearing attack for when we're surrounded. Would be very beneficial. Okay, his clearing attack is a little hard to pull off here. Oh, Kevin, why did you have to be like this? You are not my type of character. Kevin can be fun, but definitely not in my playstyle. All right. Come on, Kevin. Spiders have no... Spiders will fall before your feet. What's this? Another little roundabout. There we go. That's what we like to see. More level ups, please. We're going to increase frenzy. And we're almost there. If we could get 1 or 2 more level ups, we'll be able to unlock Kevin's family ability, or shared ability, and then we can move on to bigger stuff. Then we could go back to using John and Linda. Oh boy. It would really be nice to be able to pick up some pickups here. So if we could get a rhythm, a couple of hits, dodge out of the way, I think we could work Kevin out. Alright, some hits, dodge, hits, dodge. These roguey-like characters, more it's about learning a pattern of attack than anything else here. So that looks like it'll increase our movement speed. Yeah. No one messes with Kevin. I'm imagining Kevin as the Home Alone kid of the family. They didn't want... They were pretending not wanting him in the dungeons, but really they wanted him in the dungeons. Get him out of the way. Oh yeah, Kevin, go in the dungeons. Go in the caves. We're totally here to support you. Okay, so we can return. We're still gonna clear.
The air was still with energies, coiled and ready to let loose.
That's not very good. That is not the kind of power-up I'm looking for. Oh, we have some space left. Oh, my bad. Kevin! Kevin, don't run into the spikes. Alright, so luckily we found the exit, so we can teleport to it when we check out this little area. I hope it's not just a dead zone. Oh, please don't be like a... Don't be lame, Spot. Don't be like dead. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we need one more level. Seriously. Seriously. Come on. Come on, Cave. Why you do me like that? Ooh. Channel your inner Link. Smash those vases. Oh, hey, sister.
Just out of her line of sight, too many for her alone threatened the lives of innocents.
Okay. This might be okay because we have a partner. Oh no! Oh no! No, 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 no! No, 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 no! Nope, 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 no, 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 no! I'll deal with this bat. That's my speed. Oh no, 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 no! Come on, Linda, get it! Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it! You did it, Linda. Do all the work, please. Oh, the big guy. See, I tried. Linda! Linda, you failed us. You failed Kevin. Uh-oh. Is this our monk brother?
While painful for a mother to see her son in sickness was still better than missing him for so long, Barry knew that she would make caring for Mark her mission.
Mark, no.
Mark had to warn them about the dangers approaching, despite how difficult it was to talk.
Mark,
He
no.
started naming the villages that were evacuated, or worse, taken over by the corruption, but soon succumbed
I like
to
Mark's room.
fatigue and fell asleep.
I like their house. I
Barry
like the vibe.
recalled hearing of an herbalist in Caldipo Caves that would have the yarrow at hand needed to treat more. The Bergsons would once again need to brave the treacherous caves in search of the herbalist.
Let's find that herbalist. Okay, we're gonna take another swing with Kevin. Let's see if we have any unlocks. Oh, it looks like Grandma has something.
She knew where it was coming from. Her ancestors had spoken of such corruption flooding down the mountain. But Grandma Margaret wanted to know what it was and what needed to be done to destroy it.
Grandma, come on. You're holding out. Ooh, let's see. Let's increase attack. Increase. Speed would be nice. I don't feel like dropping 800, over 800 gold on that. All right, Kevin. Well, let's just go here. Take Kevin with us. We have Kevin updated. We have him leveled up just a tad. We should be able to level up here pretty quick.
Finding the herbalist was the most pressing matter. The healing herb needed to be taken to Mary as soon as possible.
All right, let's do this. Healing herbs could wait. Kevin's on a mission to update his abilities. Oh no! Bow and arrows. My weakness. Oh, Kevin. You're showing off now.
One held a gift. Two hid ferocious creatures. It
Yeah,
was
this
the
one.
lady or the tiger or the Bergson.
Let's just get out of here. Yeah, come on. Come on, you ferocious creatures. No. Kevin, get out of there. This works so much better when we're playing Linda. Come on. Oh, Kevin, you're doomed. Yeah, Kevin is going to be the character that finally synergizes with special abilities that stun or do cause an effect when dodging out of the way. See, we goofed around too much. Kevin, disappointed. We're disappointed in you, Kevin. We're not even going to read the stats. We're so disappointed.
The heat had only grown more intense in the young child's hands. Far stronger than any would suspect in one so young. Her training could no longer be just a pastime, for fire was a dangerous friend.
Wait. Are we going to be able to play the little girl and she's going to be like a flame wizard? Fire wizard. Ooh, story time.
Old tales and amusing stories. The Bergsons well knew that even in the darkest of hours, they would lighten a heavy heart. And furthermore, maybe those heroes of old could teach something of their ways to the heroes of now, while they listen to the trove of Grandma Margaret's stories.
You tell us, Grandma. Tell us those stories. Okay, Kevin. I think we flew too close to the sun. We're gonna go back to the Silk Caverns. We're going back with Kevin. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what Kevin can do. We just need him to level up one more time, and then we don't have to bother with Kevin for a little bit. I promise you, dear viewers, Kevin will not be a problem. I can see Kevin being really good. Maybe with somebody that plays well with him. Oh, I misused that. That was not the time to use it. What? What's that? Rewind that. Grants you temporary shield, which will protect you from a certain amount of damage. Cool. Oh, that works with Kevin. Kevin, you got a shield. This is the downside of Kevin. He lollygags way too long and starts losing his special ability. What?
A table fit for the gods, but a game made for mortals. A hand was to be placed upon the pedestal, and their best was to be given.
Oh! Pong! Bonk. 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 Where's this breakout? Bonk. Bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk. No! No. Bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk, bonk. This is gripping entertainment, right? This is why people are watching? This is why people are watching me? For my Pong. We did it. We did it, family. We beat the Pong. Who would have thought? In this spider-infested cave, such a complicated game, such as a Pong, would be waiting for us. Come on, Kevin. You need to move faster. If you could dodge a knife, you could dodge a ball. Okay, we want that. We're doing it to it. Yep. You know what? Kevin's growing on me. Dear gentle viewers, Kevin's growing on me. We're still not really good with him, but you know what? Kevin, you're showing us a way. Okay, so we get Sharp Kid. That is perfect. What is Shadow Cloak? Send Kevin into the shadows, vanishing from sight and allowing him to move around undetected. Oh, unhindered. Chance to instantly kill weaker enemies on the following attack. Cool. Guardian's Rage. Unleash Kevin's rage to send him into ultimate frenzy. You know what, Kevin? You know what? When I start just disliking you, you're throwing keywords like that with me, or to me. Instant kill and unhindered. Ultimate frenzy. Come on. Get out of here. Cut it out. Oh, you! I'm sorry, wizard thing. We left you behind. You were left out of feeling the wrath of Kevin. Where are we going? North. No? Okay, I see it. Oh man, that did not look like a path. That did not look like a path at all. Oh, spiders, Kevin! What are we gonna do about it? gonna squish him. Once you get Kevin going, Kevin can be a force. Alright, let's put up our shield. Kevin, you're growing on me, man. You're like Ronco slice and dice. For 3 easy payments of $3.99, you too can have a Kevin. Kevin slices, Kevin dices. Kevin cuts potatoes into julienne fries. When calling Ronco, ask for Kevin by name. You ever watch just infomercials for fun? That was my growing up pastime. Just Ronco infomercials. I mean, when you're 8 years old and you're just like, yeah, I could do with a dehydrator. Tell me more, Ronco. Decrease range damage. Oh, decrease rage damage drain. We don't have rage. We have fury, I believe, right? A fury meter? Right? No, frenzy. Oh, so this thing does nothing for us. It does nothing. Why even pick it up? This will pick up for Dad. What? Drops gemstone, huh? Hey, we're gonna use it. Oh my gosh, dear viewers. I just realized I could just press down the button. No, it slices and dices. It's Kevin. Oh, when Kevin comes to town. Oh no. When Kevin's not paying attention, everything goes wrong. You know, I'm absolutely thrilled. I don't know about you, about this run. We've successfully achieved a few things that we set out for, and that was getting Kevin to level 4, or at least unlocking his family ability, and just getting a number on money. Like, we're getting Money Town, right? Come on! Slices and dices, Run, Kevin! Run! You're not invincible! Kevin, we're doing it! We're gonna die, but we're doing it, Kevin. Oh, this is great.
In the center, an object touched by the gods.
What? Yeah. Yeah, we're doing this. Kevin. So, probably the worst choice of pickup. But we're gonna do it. We're trading in your stealthiness, Kevin, for explosives. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, we're online. No, we're going to use it. Come on, 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 Kevin. Get some creatures. Oh, that doesn't synergize with Kevin very well, but... Yeah, alright, it doesn't synergize at all. By the time it goes off, Kevin's fury's already dropping. Okay, let's try this again. Come on, Kevin. You could do it, Kevin. Kevin slices and dices. Well, we're getting our health drops. That's what's keeping us alive. Definitely not the not my play style with Kevin. Grandma, what do you find?
How can this be? Is he lost? Muttered Margaret under her breath. Lost in the study of the walls and oblivious to her surroundings.
Grandma.
She always had time for her children, but it was best to leave Grandma to her pursuits now.
Oh, then why did they give me the option? Oh, we could use the pots to get his fury up. Alright. Okay, Kevin, we got a little more slicing and dicing to do. Or we find the final level. Or the final area. Yeah, alright. Yes, that's cool. Reduce the cooldown of all abilities. Turn a portion of your health into a health potion. Charm. Corpses. Yep. Less chance. Let's get the flame ball. Yep, that's how Kevin rolls. Alright, let's go. Make sure we cleared out this this floor before we move on. We still have this area here. Yes. Oh, fall before Kevin's flame balls. This is our passive run. Come on. We're doing it. We're doing it, Kevin. You're a hero. Yeah, okay, we just messed up our passive run. No! This is some janky playing. Can we do it? Can't we? Will Kevin succeed? Oh, this is amazing. We feel so powerful. And we leveled up. Wow. Master player. No! Well, I mean, we're doing it. The flame balls just really came in handy there. We don't have to put effort. This is just great balls of fire. Putting all the work in. Who would have thought? Our little Kevin. Already to the spider. Just feet from the Spider King. Let's see what's behind the door here. Okay. Grandpa?
This was Grandpa Adam's journal of his adventures. He writes about how he and a friend went after a missing caravan.
It was Grandpa! Grandpa! You're more skeletal than I remember. Okay, let's teleport back to the door. And let's go for Big Bad Spider with our flame balls. If anything, we got a ton of gold in this run. Kevin just Genzu'd himself to Gold Town.
So willing to walk into their own tomb.
Okay, she is going to be a little challenging. But with the power of the flame balls, Kevin is unstoppable. Oh, if we beat this with Kevin, I gotta say, that'd be embarrassing for you, Spider Queen. Gensu! Kevin the Gensu knife. Oh man, my confidence is so high. We should have took it a little more seriously. Oh, get wrecked. Kevin! Kevin! Oh, do we... Oh, we didn't even use any of your skill updates. I think because we're just very aggro, we're gonna do this. Wow! Kevin! Kevin, I didn't know you had it in you. 18 minutes. 18 minutes for Kevin. Kevin just flew through this whole thing. 354 enemies destroyed. 1,205 gold. We've done a little bit better than that, but not bad. 6 gemstones collected and 583 health points healed. We also found a journal. Kevin, I'm proud of you.
Making mistakes was part of learning, no matter how talented
Fire
you
mage.
are. Lucy was feeling disheartened. Once more, she had better mastery of fire this time.
Go, Lucy.
But wait, disaster was about to happen.
Lucy's on fire.
Thankfully, her father intervened in time.
Before she became into a flaming skeleton. Oh, this family. Can I play Lucy? Can I play her now? I want to get to the part where we play the fire mage. Kevin, you did good.
Always eager to fight, Kevin's new exercise resembled a dance more than a fighting technique. With all the noise he was making with his practicing, the family might have trouble sleeping tonight.
I mean, should we give it up for Kevin? Like, Kevin really turned it around there, and it like became the MVP. Yeah, Kevin, you did it, Kev. Okay, so with the cash flow Kevin brought in, we're not going to update the obelisk yet. We are going to be here. We're going to increase swiftness and increase our shields. I want to keep our total gold, our savings around 1,000. Usually when I play games, games like this where there's currencies and things like that for upgrades, I kind of like to set a set amount, and I like to try to stay around that. Mostly because we're always going to be generating. We could always go get more money, and by setting up a good buffer, it allows us to rapidly upgrade if we ever run into a slowdown spot. If we're finding that area is we're not progressing fast enough, we could go and we could do some quick upgrades. And sometimes that is all that we need to push through. And making sure we have that nice buffer of gold makes it so we're not having to go back and farm a bunch of gold later on. Do the upfront work now to lessen the work for the future. Let's go John. We haven't played John for a little bit. I'd like to get John to level 6 by the end of our stream, which is pretty close. John, can you do it? Kevin really pulled it out. Okay, so trying to remember how John works. Okay. And John has rage. And we're still gonna do our normal Let's get to these guys here. Yeah, I kind of waited a little too long for that. Ugh. John!
A treasure rested above them, locked behind chance and memory. They needed to place foot upon stone. If silence reigned, they could continue on. But if alarms were to ring, they had to begin anew.
Okay, so Simon. Bonk. Bonk? Oh no! We got so used to Kevin's speed. Okay, so let's do here, here, here. Nope. But we got it. We got it for next time. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope, 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 nope. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I hate to say this, John. Kevin performed way better than you. No! Oh. Okay, let's see if I remember this. Bing, bong, boom, bang. What do we get? Treasure? Boots. Stun enemies you come in contact with when you evade. See, that would work really well with Kevin. Because we're evading a lot with him in the middle of his attacks. It would also work with Linda, but not... I feel like not as successfully. Oh, nope, 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 nope. We don't like this. Okay, John. Do it. Come on. Nope, not far, not close enough. Maybe we could go around. I just don't want to mess with them. So close to spikes. Will John pull it out? Will he become as successful as Kevin? Time will tell. Oh, please. Come on. There we go. My feeling is I need to clear as much as we can. Yeah. This is all about getting that gold. If we're not getting all the gold we can, it was all for naught. Oh, that was probably not the best maneuver, but we survived it. I'm kind of missing Kevin right now. Let's get our little healing up. Fair. Fair enough. Okay. Oh, please no more fighting.
The further their quest proceeded, the more dangers they were to face.
No!
Even the dead had no claim to peace anymore.
No, John, no! Well, not bad. You survived. Grants you temporary shield, which will protect you from a certain amount of damage. Yeah, we've grabbed the Shield of Valor before. Not bad. Oh, our rage meter is burning up. Oh my goodness, spikies. So, do we keep the rage meter? These are the secrets I want to know. Oh boy. I know I don't have to do it, but alright, we're gonna move on. We want to get to the next floor. Why not? Why kill ourselves on accident there when we could go to the next floor and kill ourselves? Alright, let's smash up some pots. Oh! Why you thingamajig? Oh no! Oh no! Let's... Yeah, I should be using my shield, huh? Instead of shield, I was pressing the wrong button. Oh! Oh no! Hide! Hide, John! Hide! They want your sweet, sweet innards. Oh. Just. Thank you. Oh my gosh, archers everywhere. When I said I like archers, I meant like, I like playing archers. I feel like you're not understanding me, game. Oh, we're doing it, we're doing it, we're doing it. Okay, so the dash thing did come in handy, after all. The dash is a stun. We're smushing skeletons. Smushing skeletons like we're being paid. Oh my gosh. Ah, here we go. No, we made mistakes. We've made mistakes. So many mistakes. No one asked you. We took one down. We took one down. Okay, so 11 minutes. 81 kills. Oh, 133 kills. 448 gold. 2 gemstones. Collected 357 health points. That's alright.
I need your help, Sheila. If not for me, come to the aid of the family. for Mary and her children. And so Ben's letter ended.
Oh, Ben, what are you up to? Send the message by Owl.
His doubts showing, he contemplated his relationship with Aurea, the emotional and single-minded Sheila. Why had they ended? The question still unanswered.
Maybe because, Ben, you give little children sharp knives all the time. We've unlocked the animal shelter. So this is the animal shelter is the DLC, which was a really cool DLC because it donated money, the proceeds to.
It seemed like Kevin and
animal
Lucy
shelters
discovered the animal pen that Uncle Ben had constructed sooner than they were supposed to. This new level of cooperation between animals of the wild and the Bergsons would surely please Rhea.
The Bursons have decided to find another home for the animals besides their hearts. Animals can now be given treats at the shelter. Happy animals boost Bursons in various ways. Well, yes. The Bergsons can bring home the animals. They bring home the animals, the treats they collect. Can bring home the animals the treats they collect in dungeons. Treated animals are delighted and boost the family. These animals seek shelter with the Bursons. Selected animals' happiness levels and the boost they provide can be viewed in this panel. Press your action button on an available animal to treat it. Yeah. Oh, the treat menu. You can give treats to selected animals through this menu. 2 types of treats can be found in dungeons. They affect animals' happiness by different levels. Press the action button on available treat to give it to the animal. Specify the amount of the treat you desire to give to an animal by pressing left or right. If the amount of happiness level reaches a certain point, you will find the boost it provides below it. Press A to continue. Press A to give the desired treat to the animal. Yeah. Herschel, the kitten. Okay, so we got Herschel the kitten, Taylor the fish. So colorful they are. It's always fun to watch them swim around. Farmer's Ear the deer. Critical chance. What's the fish do? Dodge chance. I like that. Let's do critical chance. No, we're doing dodge. Give them that treat. Give those fish treat. Treat our animals like that. That's how we do it in this family. Okay.
The goblin bandits had been preying on Anea Dia's pilgrims with unprecedented cruelty. Removing the evil would help those who had taken refuge in the caves. Ben had heard that the goblin siblings' lair was somewhere in the lost trenches. The Bergsons had to deal with those two as soon as they could.
If you enjoy the content here, please take a moment to pat that like button and gently press the subscribe. Your support keeps me going and lets me do what I'm doing. If you want more of this, but to interact live, check me out on twitch.tv, where I stream games big and small. Link and details can be found below. Always remember, keep your heart open and your rolls 20. And I'll see you next time.